I've been saying on 710 in LA that I believe that Dan Snyder, the owner of the Washington Redskins, soon to be name changed, is going to be Donald Sterling. I think he's going to be kicked out of the league. I think they're going to make him sell this team. Today, I've been waiting all day. The Washington Post finally put out the story. And I don't have an account with the Washington Post, but everybody is recapping the story. And the big takeaway from all of this is there were women that were part of the Redskins organization that 15 that are now reporting how they had been essentially sexually harassed throughout their careers. And it was one of the worst, most toxic work environments. And by the way, not surprising. We always say that like an NFL football team, it starts at the top. You know, if your owner sucks and your owner is out of control, your team is going to suck. And it just sounds like the entire environment of the Washington football franchise was such that you can't field a winner when you can't be a winner off the field, you know? And here's the really weird part. So this morning, I read this story about Larry Michael, who is the voice of the Redskins. 16 years, he's the play-by-play voice. I promise you, I've known Larry forever. Larry waited for this job until whoever it was that preceded him finally left. He couldn't wait to get his hands on this job. He left national radio, Westwood One, national games. He left that to work specifically for the Skins organization. This is too much background, but I'll give it to you real quick. Larry used to run Westwood One, which is the radio network that does the Monday night games that I work on. Larry ran that network. He was a broadcaster for that network. He left it all to go be the voice of the Skins. It was the dream job for him. 16 years, and this morning, he quote unquote retires. Retires. Now, I'd have to look up Larry's age, but I'm pretty sure he's probably in his early 60s, if he's even that old. You don't retire from an NFL broadcasting job when you're that young, and it's been your dream job. You've become locally famous. You've made really good money. You don't retire. You don't resign.
Die in that booth. You
That's
die
right.
in there.
That's exactly right. Whether you're Dick Emberg or Vin Scully or Chick Hearn or any Ted Leitner, any legendary dude, they take you out. You don't take yourself out. So I saw this and my first instinct was, well, that sucks because he doesn't want to be guilty by association. So he must have just bounced, you know? And then I sent him a text this morning, Larry, because I've known the guy for over 20 years. And I said, hey, Larry, you know, I read that you're retired. Congrats, I think. Are you good? That's what I said to him. He said, I'm good. Setting a new course, brother. Thanks for the note. And I'm like, well, I was kind of worried about you, you know, and I see that you retired and all this kind of stuff. And so I'm like, you know, hey, good luck, man. I mean, you know, you ever in town, let me know. And then the article comes out and they're accusing Larry of being one of the really, you know, big abuser type, main culprits of this story. I'm telling you right now that when Ballmer bought the Clippers and the Chargers said our value just went up, we got to get to LA. When the Carolina Panthers were purchased for $2.4 billion, the NFL owners, no matter how much he's one of their own, are going to force Dan Snyder to sell. All these minority owners that are part of the team have hired an investment bank to find out how to get somebody to buy them out. The league is going to take Dan Snyder out. That's my opinion. I think they're going to do to him what happened to Donald Sterling in the NBA. He's arrogant. He's clearly racist based on not being willing to change the name. And his organization is completely, utterly out of control. It does major damage to the brand of the NFL. And I'm of the opinion, I don't give a shit how much money he has. I don't care how many billionaire buddies he has in that league. I think they're going to rat him out. They're going to force him to sell. Why? Because when his team sells for $4 billion, everybody else's team just got another bump in their own value. And that's what I think. I think they're going to force him to get out based on all of this reporting.
This is what I will say about what I believe Daniel Snyder's attitude is going to be towards this. He's going to Al Davis this thing and fly in the face of the league until he dies. Because you think he don't know where the bodies are buried when it comes to the NFL and all those other 31 owners? You don't think he knows stuff about Jerry Jones? You don't think he knows stuff about Robert Kraft? Come on now. Let's not play crazy. He got people in that room on his side for a reason. What happened in what as allegedly happened in these stories are atrocious. The way that these men behaved because they had the power over people is horrible. But you gotta understand, this ain't the only team where this is happening. This is just the story got written about the Washington Redskins. Dan Snyder's in a heap of trouble because of the name, and so once a person gets in trouble where there's smoke, somehow a 5-alarm fire pops up with people like him. Same thing happened with Donald Sterling. When there's smoke, a 5-alarm fire pops out because now people can get this person out who they don't like. Dan Snyder is a horrible owner. That's not a debate. But if you think that they're going to be able to push him out without it getting ugly for the NFL, you don't think he knows about things that happen with Colin Kaepernick of emails back and forth? You don't think he's ready to sling mud to take everybody down? Daniel Snyder's that kind of guy, dude. So I hope so, because I'm ready for the fire.